Hello, and welcome. Ever wondered why certain relationships feel destined, like the universe itself is pulling you together? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of karmic connections, specifically looking at the profound impact when the Moon and Saturn connect in synastry, a relationship often marked by a strong sense of duty, responsibility, and the potential for deep, lasting growth. Get ready to explore how these energies interact, the challenges they present, and the incredible rewards that await those who embrace them. Now, what exactly does this astrological pairing mean? In a nutshell, it's about how the emotional core of one person, the Moon person, intersects with the structure, discipline, and commitment of the other, the Saturn person. The Saturn person brings practicality, grounded advice, and a long-term vision to the relationship, like a sturdy foundation upon which a beautiful home is built. This creates stability, sets boundaries, and offers a sense of structure. However, the Moon person might feel constrained, emotionally vulnerable, and possibly unable to fully express their emotional needs. They might feel the need to censor their emotions or perceive the Saturn person as emotionally unavailable or overly critical. The Moon person brings emotional depth, sensitivity, and a desire for intimacy, which may feel stifled at times. But wait, there's a catch. This dynamic also holds immense potential. Picture this: the relationship requires emotional responsibility from both partners. There is a focus on building a secure and dependable foundation. A shared sense of duty and responsibility towards one another will develop. Over time, a deep and enduring emotional bond can form. This isn't always easy, of course. The serious nature of the connection can make the relationship feel heavy at times, and there can be potential for emotional restrictions or suppressed feelings to arise. Let's consider some real-world examples. Imagine Sarah, a Moon in Cancer, and David, a Saturn in Capricorn. Sarah is incredibly nurturing and sensitive, craving emotional security. David, with his Saturn placement, is all about building a strong career and providing stability. At first, Sarah might feel like David doesn't prioritize her emotional needs, while David might feel like Sarah is too sensitive. Now here's where it gets interesting. This combination also shows up in significant astrological aspects. For example, the Moon conjunct Jupiter suggests shared experiences of good fortune and growth, while Saturn square Venus can present challenges within the relationship relating to how they approach intimacy. The presence of Moon trine Mars signals an ease in navigating emotional challenges, and the Saturn opposite Uranus can bring unforeseen changes within the relationship. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's delve into some other examples. How about another couple, where the Moon is in Leo, needing all the attention? Saturn is in Libra, looking for balance. The Moon partner might feel like their needs aren't a priority, and they are craving emotional validation, while the Saturn partner might find the Moon's emotional expression too dramatic. You see, this relationship can be a dance of emotions. You might be wondering about specific house placements as well. The placement of the Moon and Saturn in a synastry chart provides valuable insight into the dynamics and potential challenges of a relationship. 1st/7th house placements can create a very traditional and stable home life. The 4th/10th house can affect how they approach career goals. 5th/11th house placements can affect the creative and social circles of the couple. The 6th/12th house can present challenges with health, well-being, and how the couples deal with their past and subconscious. Let's go even further. What about the elements? The relationship's emotional tone will also be influenced by the elements of your signs. For example, a pairing with a fire moon with a earth Saturn would be a lot different than a pairing with a water moon and an air Saturn. This brings us to the core of this relationship, a dynamic where one partner feels driven to take responsibility for the other's emotions. This can create stubbornness in emotional patterns and a difficulty in adapting to each other's needs. How do you navigate this? By understanding the challenges, we can pave the way for growth. For the Moon person, heightened emotional sensitivity can lead to feeling easily hurt or overwhelmed. Repressing emotions to avoid conflict might become a pattern. Deep-seated fears and insecurities can surface, requiring careful navigation. For the Saturn person, a strong focus on practicality and security can overshadow emotional needs. Emotional expression might be seen as unproductive or unnecessary. Rigidity in routines and expectations can stifle spontaneity and intimacy. But the good news is that profound empathy and understanding create a strong emotional bond. The capacity for deep, soulful connection is amplified. This placement fosters a safe space to explore vulnerability and heal emotional wounds. It's the cornerstone of a healthy relationship. The most common misconceptions about this aspect are that it's doomed to failure and that it's always negative. Some people think these relationships are always heavy and restrictive. However, it's important to remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The Moon in Aries might feel stifled by Saturn in Libra's need for balance and diplomacy, leading to frustration and impulsive reactions. But these signs could grow to have a more mature relationship. The Moon in Cancer craves nurturing and emotional security, while Saturn in Sagittarius seeks freedom and philosophical exploration. This can cause the Moon person to feel neglected or misunderstood. This couple could struggle and grow. The Moon in Virgo's attention to detail and need for perfection can clash with Saturn in Gemini's intellectual detachment and scattered energy. The Moon might feel criticized or overwhelmed by Saturn's constant analysis. The couple could work it out by having great communication. Now, I'm curious, have you experienced a relationship where the Moon and Saturn were prominent? What were your biggest challenges, and how did you overcome them? Let me know in the comments. Wow, this is exactly like my relationship with my partner. Thanks for the insights. Or, I never realized how much my parents' relationship mirrored this, thanks for explaining it. Here's another question for you. Do you see the potential for long-term growth in this dynamic? The good news is there are several strategies to help you navigate this astrological combination successfully. The goal is to achieve a balance. What can you do? For one, open communication is key. Set healthy boundaries, seek therapy if needed, and make a conscious effort to balance emotional needs and responsibilities. The most crucial elements in a Moon-Saturn connection are emotional availability, active listening, supportive communication, and vulnerability. Consider it a recipe for lasting love. It is like the ingredients for a cake. You must set the mood, then put it together piece by piece. And this is where the magic is. What about the different signs? The signs where the Moon and Saturn are placed add another layer of depth to the astrological reading. Let's just say the Moon and Saturn can exist in all of the signs of the zodiac. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. This connection can also show itself during transit. Saturn transiting the conjunction, the Moon transiting the conjunction, Saturn transiting the Moon person's natal Moon, and the Moon transiting the Saturn person's natal Saturn are just a few of the possibilities. These transits often coincide with significant life events. Think of marriage, career changes, the birth of a child, significant loss, or moving to a new place. Now, for a little mid-video tease. If you want to understand how the planets in your chart affect you, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, what do the keys to success look like? Shared values, mutual respect, commitment to working through difficulties, and emotional maturity. By the way, did you know this connection is not only about challenges? These relationships usually offer some serious benefits. The connection is also the key to long-term growth, emotional maturity, and a shared sense of responsibility. It may not be the easiest path, but it can be incredibly rewarding. So, what is the takeaway? The Moon-Saturn Synastry highlights the serious nature of the connection, emotional maturity, and potential for long-term growth. It's about attention, interest, desire, and action. These elements are the foundations for a fulfilling relationship. If you found this deep dive insightful, consider subscribing to our channel. We offer regular astrological breakdowns with practical relationship tips, plus in-depth synastry analysis. This channel will provide you with exactly what you are looking for. Don't miss out on future videos exploring other fascinating astrological pairings. We also have some amazing information about love, money, and other aspects of the zodiac. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of your relationships? Hit that subscribe button now and join our community.